Good afternoon, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here. I think I'm going to be making 2 videos today because I have a lot of things that I want to talk about, and rather than talk about both of those things in one video, then I'll go ahead and make 2 smaller videos and talk about each incident separately so people can watch the video that they want to watch. The first video that I'm going to make is something that's been happening definitely in the last month. I had my first lumpectomy about 8 months ago, and then the second lumpectomy about 5 months ago. So I'll talk about the first thing. And I do feel that stress has brought this on. But basically, what I noticed was, first thing, I made the video where it said that this mole close to my nipple came off. And then I just assumed that that was a byproduct of the radiotherapy treatment that I attended. And I didn't like that mole anyway, so I was happy that it was gone. But also because I'm taking the anastrozole, which is an aromatase inhibitor, my bones and everything have been hurting. And the reason why is because aromatase inhibitors keep you from making estrogen, and estrogen keeps your bones strong. So now I have something called osteopenia, which is the precursor to osteoporosis, which means I have thin bones. So basically, it started the last few weeks, and I just want to tell you what's been happening. Is I lay down on the bed, and my boyfriend, he bends over to give me a kiss before he gets in the bath. And then so basically, in order for me to give him the kiss, I have to turn my neck. And I never noticed it before, but for the last few weeks, it hurts. The bones in my neck hurt when I have to turn my neck. And I never noticed that happening before, but I didn't say anything about it. I just dealt with it. And then we know this incident with the mole falling off my breast, which I'm happy about because I don't like moles, but also on the scar where they removed the lymph nodes. They removed 4 lymph nodes. The skin around the scar has turned gray, and I don't know what that's all about because I had that operation 8 months ago, and then I had my radiotherapy 3 months ago. So, or October, November, December, January, or 4 months ago. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why the skin around the scar where they removed the lymph nodes has turned gray. And then in addition to that, whenever I'm in the bath, I've noticed whenever I'm in the bath, it hurts when I get out of the bath. And the reason why is I don't have these handles that you hold on to in the bath, which I wish that I did have them, but so I have to get up from the bath really carefully to make sure that I don't slip. And in addition to that, I have like a little bath mat in the bath to keep me from slipping in the bath. And so right here, it even hurts now. I can even feel it now. When I lift my arm, you can feel the tension in the muscles, and you can feel the pulling. But here I don't feel anything. You can feel that you're raising your arm, but you don't feel anything. This is my right arm. But on my left arm, you can feel the tension in the muscles, and you can feel the pull. And then in addition to that, like on my behind my jaw, you've got, I think, like lymph nodes behind your jaw. the lymph nodes behind my left jaw are a little bit swollen, although it's not a lump, they are swollen. And then my ear hurts a little bit. And so I don't know if this is all to do with the breast cancer. And I was thinking, I told my boyfriend because I had to tell him. And I was thinking that after I have my CT scan, which that is this Saturday, they're checking me for lung cancer, that after I have my CT scan, I was going to ring the breast cancer clinic and tell them what has happened, these changes. But I looked it up on Google, and Google said, well, it can be a consequence of the operation, or it can be a consequence of radiotherapy. And then in addition to that, like here in particular, it's not actually where the scar is. It's a little bit above the scar to the right. It's tender. And so I can't actually feel a lump, but when they told me I had breast cancer, I couldn't feel a lump. So just because I can't feel a lump doesn't mean that there's not a tumor in there. So I don't know what's going on. I do have a CT scan of my lungs on Saturday morning, and I looked it up on Google, and Google said that if you have a CT scan of your lungs, then it can pick up a recurrence of breast cancer. So I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if all of these anomalies, all of these strange occurrences are because I have a recurrence of breast cancer, or if it's a consequence of having a lumpectomy and radiotherapy, or if it's something else, and I'm not really sure. I spoke to my boyfriend because I'm really depressed anyway, because if you watched my previous videos, you'll know that I'm having some financial difficulties that I cannot elaborate upon on YouTube, but I am having financial difficulties. These financial difficulties have not been resolved, and it's really depressing me. And as a result of that, my boyfriend and I have decided that we're going to try to eat less food. It's partly for finances and partly because we both need to lose weight. And so it's just depressing. I do think that stress has brought this on. The stress of this financial situation has brought this on, because I didn't notice anything before this situation, which was in middle December, and it's still not resolved. It's been going on for over a month, and it's still not resolved. So I allocate this to stress, but I have to make some decisions. Like if they say that the breast cancer has recurred, then I have to make some decisions, which I'm already made a decision. And I told my boyfriend the decision that I made, and he said that he figured that that is what I would do. So if you're watching my video, let me know what you think. What do you think? Do you think that I should notify the Breast Cancer Center and tell them all these strange happenings in my body? Or do you think that it's just a consequence of having a lumpectomy and radiotherapy, and it will resolve on its own? In fact, I'm tingling here. So you can see it's actually tender right here, right behind my jaw. But on my right side, it's okay. It's not a lump, but it is swollen, and you can feel it. So it is on my neck. So let me know what you think, and I appreciate your insight, especially if you have had cancer and you have a little bit of experience. Let me know what you think. On Saturday, I'm having a CT scan of my chest area to check me for lung cancer. So apparently, if there is a recurrence of breast cancer, then the CT scan should be able to pick it up. And I have actually watched YouTube videos about tagging other people in YouTube videos, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gutsy enough to tag somebody in a YouTube video. There's this one lady, Dr. Liz O'Royden. She's in the UK, but she's actually a doctor. So she probably would want me to join her YouTube community, which you have to pay so much money every month to do. But I certainly can't join anybody's YouTube community because, especially now, because I simply haven't got the money. But if somebody wants to let me know what they think the problem is, do they think I should notify the breast cancer center or whether I should just let it go? I value your opinions. So that's it for this video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. I will be making another video on my ophthalmology appointment very soon.